Fammi il chuck. Ma non dovresti farlo tu.
Puoi fartelo tu, è in mano.
Ok. Hello everybody, welcome to the King of Games channel. I'm your host, Mikhail. You might know me from the previous videos we've done in English on this channel. And today we have another treat from KONAMI. As you all already know, the saga of legendary duelists is continuing. And this time we have the newest set, the 8th in the series to be exact. This is Legendary Duelists number 8, Synchro Storm. It's an expansion that focuses heavily on strategies based on wind-type monsters and synchros, obviously, with monsters coming straight from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D series and the beloved Arc V. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary Duelists includes 56 cards in total, so it's a pretty small expansion by comparison. It has 9 ultra rare cards, 8 super rare cards, 10 rares, and 29 commons, with smaller with the packs containing 5 cards each. And for all the collectors, we are getting more ghost rares. That's right, we have one this time around. It's Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Quite appropriate, seeing the focus of the expansion. So the first impressions are the already appreciated and well-received presence of a lot of reinforcements and additions to the Lyrilusc archetype. It's a theme that made its debut in Maximum Crisis a bit of time ago, and it found a good level of interest from the duelists. A theme well received on its release in Maximum Crisis now has a boosted level of consistency when it comes to its archetype. In fact, the consistency was boosted so much so that many players have begun trying brews mixing Lyrilusc archetype with the well-renowned Tri-Brigade. Seeing as it's an archetype based on the Beast type, which synergizes well with Beast, Warrior Beast and Wing Beast monsters from the Lyrilusc archetype. In particular, an ultra rare has been in particular high demand. It's Lyrilusc Bird Call, which has been climbing in price quite steadily, and is of course a must if you want to try one of these brews. Perhaps, seeing as the consistency has been boosted, you could try standalone Lyrilusc, but we still recommend you try a Tri-Brigade build. Now, the Velociroids are the second lung of this release, to make a body metaphor, sort of. It's a slightly less fortunate archetype, seeing as it's not been particularly powerful in the time that it's been around, and it's been around for quite a lot of time. So, people are happy that it's finally receiving some good supports, and it's greatly appreciated by players that look to try perhaps less consistent but more unique archetypes. So, and new to this archetype, for example, is a new ultra rare synchro, the High Speed Droid Clearwing Rider. Its effect is as follows. It's quite long, so bear with me. So, it requires 1 Wind Tuner and 1 non-tuner Wind Synchro monster. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can roll a 6-sided die and shuffle wind monsters from your graveyard into your deck, up to the result. Then you can destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number shuffled. And if you do, this card gains 500 attack for each card destroyed by this effect, until the end of turn. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can tribute this Synchro Summon card. Special summon up to 2 level 7 Wind Synchro monsters with different names from each other from your extra deck. So, I personally am not a big fan of dice throws, but the effect is very powerful, and I feel like in this case the variance of the dice is kind of required to balance the effect out, as it's a pretty powerful effect. Last but not least, there are Sherry's cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. You might remember, it's the Fleur archetype. Its main card, Baron de Fleur, is a card that is played alongside with the Ghost Rare of the set, and the most expensive card in the entire set. And the De Fleur theme gets a new synchro monster with an extremely strong effect. The effect is as follows. So once per turn you can target one card on the field and destroy it. Once, while face up on the field, when a card or effect is activated, quick effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. You can only use the previous effect of Baron de Fleur once per turn. And once per turn during the standby phase, you can target one level 9 or lower monster in your graveyard. Return this card to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon that monster. So, aside from being a support for the Fleur archetype, it's a really good generic support for synchro monsters, as it adds a bit of needed recursion, while also doubling as a negate, so versatility is definitely a strong point of this card. So to sum it up, Legendary Duelists number 8, Synchro Storm, continues on the path outlined by the saga, which has been going on for quite a while. And it's a release that starts a bit slowly, but gradually acquires more and more steam, getting more value and getting more interest in it. Lyrilusc can certainly try and carve out a space for itself in the meta, and Baron de Fleur will appear in several decks, that's for sure, especially synchro decks, and the Ghost Rare included in the set will be a valuable piece for your collection, or that chase card if you... It's a good chase card if you're trying to get some value out of your pack opening. So this is it for our brief overview of Legendary Duelists number 8. If you're interested in acquiring any of the singles or perhaps a booster box of this expansion, you can go to our website, thekingofgames.eu, and either just put it in your cart, or you can get an email form to get your singles. And yes, that's it for the overview. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.